There we go. Okay, so just for the recording, I'm going to explain again. And what are we going to do? I called your name. A topic is going to appear here. And you're going to try to speak for 1 minute about that topic. Is that clear? Yes, yes. Can we do it? Yeah? Okay, I want to see some cameras. Let me see, people. Okay, there we go. So let's start with the order that I have you here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. Still missing. I'm missing one person here. Let me see. Naomi. Okay. So we're going to start with Tati. That was the first one here. Okay. So let's see the topic. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you're going to talk about food. Your favorite food, the food you hate, the best food in Ecuador, whatever you can tell me about food. Okay, I give you a few seconds to think. Okay, ready? Okay. And when you tell me, we start. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, and 3.
My favorite food is the lasagna. I think this is the name. Lasagna, because half everything I love. The pasta, I have pasta, meat and cheese. This is the 3 tops in the favorite things I love eat. And the food I hate is the fish. I don't like this. And the best food of the Ecuador, I think, is the caldo de salchicha. Something I eat in the Sundays. Yeah.
Oh, almost 2 seconds. Come on, Itati. You have to look at the clock, okay? You have to look at the clock and try to go beyond the minute. Excellent. Just a few more seconds. Now, remember to use, for example, you were missing words like to or the plural of the verb. So pay attention to those little things. But good. Today, we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for fluency. Okay, we may make mistakes, but let's see how fluent we can speak. Andrea, now is your turn. So get ready and let's see the topic. Okay, talk about studies or work, okay? If you don't work, you talk about studies. If you work, you talk about work, okay? Whenever you're ready, think about it, okay? Organize your ideas, a few seconds. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead.
Right now, I study nursing career in the university, in the Catholic University of Guayaquil. I am in the 4th semester, and I love my career. But when I was in college, I studied electronic. Actually, I don't study that, obviously. And the work right now, I am working in work of thesis, and marcos teóricos and investigation and all that topics that the other students don't want to do because it's word and don't like it that I do.
So you work helping people with their thesis, okay? We can say thesis, okay? And the marco teórico will be the background, could be the background information. You can maybe say it like that. Okay, very good, Andrea. Got it, okay? When you hear the bell, you stop talking. That's your timer. Now, let's see. Lizzie, are you ready, Lizzie? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see the topic. Family, the easiest topic in my opinion, okay? Talk to me about family, okay? Talk to me about family. Think a little bit, organize your ideas, okay? A few seconds to think what I'm going to say. And 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead. You ready? Time's ticking.
My mother is teacher. My sister is Leia. My father is police. I live in my house 4 persons.
Okay, tell me, what do you like to do when you're together? What's the favorite meal of the family? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to pause. Think a little bit more. Okay, ready? Tell me more about your
Yes.
family.
No sé qué más decir.
Tell me, what do you like to do together? What activities?
Activities, play the football.
You play soccer together?
Sí,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so let's try to keep going. I can organize my ideas in my head. Okay, I say, okay, I'm going to tell who are the members of my family, where do we live, what do we like to do. So I start first organizing the ideas, and then I start speaking, okay? But it's a good try. First time we do this type of exercise. Okay, so I'm going to welcome Jorge and Eduardo that are here now. Okay, we are working on an activity. When I call your name, we're going to pick a random topic, and then you have to try to speak for 1 minute, okay? That's the challenge. If you get to the minute fluently, you overcome this challenge. So let's go with Melanie. Melanie, are you ready? Let me hear you.
Excuse me.
Okay, let's see which is your topic. Okay, talk to me about your favorite type of music. You can talk about music in general if you want, okay?
Yeah.
First thing, favorite group, favorite band, what type, why do you like it, okay? So, in 3, 2, 1, go ahead, Melanie.
My favorite type of music is reggaeton.
Okay.
I like reggaeton. Sometimes I like to listen romantic music, pop music, like Jennifer Lopez,
Mhm.
Beyonce. I think she do pop music.
Yes.
Really, yeah.
Mhm.
I like also to listen Bad Bunny and I mean, no sé qué más decir.
Tell me why you like reggaeton, why? Reason.
And because of the, ay, ¿cómo es que se llama?
Okay, the
O
rhythm.
sea, yes, because of the rhythm, I think is perfect for the parties to enjoy with our friends, and yeah.
That's it. Okay, almost. You were missing like 15 seconds in the fluently part, okay? Let's go now with Genesis. Genesis, ready? Let me hear you so I can see you. Ready, Genesis? See? Yes, Genesis? Open your mic to see if we're ready. And then we can choose your topic, but let's have it open so we know that you could speak. Yeah, it's still muted. There you can unmute it. Yes, yes. Ready, not ready. Okay, I see you moving, Genesis, but your microphone is off. You need to turn it on, okay? So turn it on and let me know that you can hear me and that you could speak so you can do the activity. Ready or not ready? Yes? No? Let me know, Genesis. I can see you, okay? But let me know if you're having trouble with your microphone again. If there's trouble, tell me in the chat box, okay? But we need to fix that so you can practice. Okay, get ready. As soon as you can turn on your microphone because you did it before, we go with you, okay? But we have to move a little bit, but you are going to do it. So get ready. You tell me when you're ready. So next person is Betty. Betty, can you speak now? Is it possible for you?
Todavía estoy en camino, ya casi llego.
Okay, so we do it at the end, okay?
Gracias.
Okay, so let's go with Naomi. Ready, okay? This is your topic. Okay, you also have to talk about your studies or work, okay? So think, organize your ideas. What are you going to talk about? And starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I'm studying architecture in the Catholic University of Santiago of Guayaquil. I study architecture, and I love work in ¿cómo es maquetas? Maquetas.
I think it's Mocket, but I'm not so sure. Okay, I'll look
Oh.
the word for you.
Okay, I love work in markets and drive and paint. I don't like urbanismo.
You can say a model.
Model?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't like urbanism. I don't like iba a decir que no, materias con teoría.
Okay, I don't like subjects that are just theory.
Okay.
Okay, I don't like subjects that are just theory. Okay, just let's try to let it go a little bit more, okay? A little bit more fluent, but you completed the challenge. Okay, now, let me see, I have a message here. Okay. Okay, Genesis, let's try to fix it, okay? Let's try to fix it. If it's not possible, we cannot do anything, but try to fix it so you can practice. I was saying at the beginning, but that the biggest objective of learning a language is to communicate, okay? So if we're learning English, we have to learn or want to learn how to communicate, okay? So we're practicing. So good, Naomi, you got it. Now let's go with Jorge. Jorge, are you ready?
Yes, I am
Okay,
ready.
let's see your top. Okay, favorite type of music also, okay?
Okay.
Think, okay, think. Everything that you're going to say, you have to talk for a minute. Think about it.
Okay.
And now, 3, 2, 1.
My favorite band is G-Men, in Spanish, Hombres G. I like the rock pop, old. Uh, I like so reggaeton. I listening of everything. I like Alquilados. Is a band Colombian. I love go to the concerts. The past weekend I go to the concert the G-Men's in Guayaquil. Saca tiempo.
Okay, okay, very good, Jorge, very good. Okay, so you can say, I like a little bit of everything. Okay, I like a little bit of everything. It's a Colombian band. It's okay to say a band of Colombia, but it would be better to say a Colombian band. Okay, good, good, Jorge, you got your challenge done. Now let's go with Eduardo. Eduardo, are you ready? Ready, Eduardo? Remember your cameras have to be on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got
Okay, I hear you very, very soft. If you can get closer to the microphone or speak a little bit louder, okay? So I can hear you well in that way, okay? So let's see which one is your topic. Okay, let's change it because too much music. And too much studies. Another one. Okay, pets. Eduardo, talk to me about pets. Okay, take a few seconds to think. Okay, a few seconds to think. And you tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, scream, Eduardo, because I can't hear you. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I don't have pets, but my grandfather have many pets. He had 2 lizards, 3 snakes, and 49 dogs.
49 dogs?
Well,
Okay.
well, but I I
Tell me
don't
which is
remember.
your favorite. What do you like about it?
Yeah, but my favorite grandfather pet was a puppy with 2 colors in your back, brown and gray.
Okay, in its back. So he has 49 dogs?
Yeah, that's
Really? So he has a very, very big house or farm.
big house.
It's a big house with 49 dogs, like 49, 49, yes?
Yeah,
Oh my God, I can't believe a house with 49 dogs. Okay, that would be great. I love dogs. I love dogs. So I would like to meet your grandfather's house one day. Okay, okay, good, Eduardo. You got it? Just a little bit more, okay? A little bit more. And we got a little interruption in the middle. So remember, have all your ideas in your head before you start. Okay, now I don't know if Betty is ready or Genesis, if you fix your microphone. One way to fix the microphone is to go to the part of Zoom where you have the microphone, you click in the arrow, and you put test speaker and microphone. And it will try to find the best microphone for you, okay? So give it a try and try to activate it. Betty, are you ready? Or we can leave it to the end of the class, this activity for you, okay? Let me know if you can do it now or we leave it for the end. Let's see. I think Betty is still on the way. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there and we're going to continue. And at the end, if Genesis solved the problem and Betty, when she's home, we do it again. Now, on Wednesday, we saw some very important pictures in history. And today, we're going to see other pictures. But this time, you have to imagine that I am a Spider-Man fan. and I follow a Spider-Man for a day, okay? So I'm going to show you what was a Spider-Man doing yesterday at different times of the day. So I want you to see the picture and tell me and answer this question. What was a Spider-Man doing? Okay? So here we have, I have the first picture. Yesterday morning. So Jorge, what was a Spider-Man doing yesterday morning?
Spider-Man doing help the family with the bag.
Carrying the bag? Yes? Okay. So he was, I hear you a little bit low now. He was carrying the bag. Okay, he was carrying a bag. Okay, and Naomi, what do you think? What was Spider-Man doing yesterday morning? What else? Look at the picture.
¿Qué pienso lo que está haciendo Spider-Man, no?
What was Spider-Man doing yesterday
Okay,
morning?
¿qué hizo Spider-Man? Okay, ya.
Don't translate, Naomi. Don't translate. Got it in English. Go ahead.
Yeah. Spider-Man was ay, se me fue el verbo. Ay, se me fue el verbo. ¿Cómo es? Llevando.
Carrying,
El verbo llevar.
carry,
Carrying, a mallet, ¿cómo es? Maleta.
a bag,
About, about, about in the street.
okay. Okay, that's okay. He was carrying a bag on the street. Now, Lizzie, what was a Spider-Man? No, let's move. Next picture. Lizzie, what was a Spider-Man doing yesterday afternoon? What do you think?
¿Cómo se dice? Spider-Man is going to taxi.
Was going to, or
Was going to taxi.
was calling a taxi. We can say was calling a taxi. Right? Calling, llamando. Yeah. So was calling a taxi. Okay, good. Now, Eduardo, what do you think? What was a Spider-Man doing yesterday afternoon?
Well, 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 Spider-Man was a bad day.
Was? Can you repeat?
Was having a bad day.
Was having a bad day. Yes, yes, yes. That's a good sentence. Very good, Eduardo. He was having a bad day. Now, let's continue. Let me see. Andrea, what was Spider-Man doing yesterday evening?
Yesterday evening, Spider-Man was reading a book.
He was reading a book, yes. And Itati, can you add something? What else can you say that Spider-Man was doing yesterday evening?
How can I say trepado o escalado?
He was climbing, could be, escalando. Climbing, yeah.
Spider-Man was climbing.
Okay.
And reading.
Yeah, and reading, yes, very good. And the last picture, Melanie, what was Spider-Man doing yesterday night? What do you think?
Spider-Man was dreaming.
Was dreaming. Okay. Yes, very good. Spider-Man was dreaming. Now, Genesis, can you put in the chat what was Spider-Man doing yesterday night? And Betty, what do you think? What was Spider-Man doing yesterday night? Looking at the picture.
Spider-Man took a break.
Spider-Man was
Took a break.
taking a break. Was taking a break. Spider-Man was taking a break. Okay. And let's see. Genesis, put your sentence in the chat box, okay? What was Spider-Man doing yesterday night? Betty says he was taking a break. Melanie said he was dreaming. And what do you think, Genesis? What was Spider-Man doing yesterday night? Okay, I have my chat right here open. Okay, you can put that in the chat box. So later, when Genesis put the sentence, I'll read it. So we have what the Spider-Man was doing yesterday morning. You said he was carrying a bag. Yesterday afternoon, he was having a bad day and he was calling for a taxi. Yesterday evening, he was reading a book and he was climbing. Yesterday night, he was dreaming and he was taking a break. And we're going to see what Genesis think, okay? So we are talking about the activity that somebody was doing at a certain moment in the past, okay? And that was the last thing that we saw on Wednesday. That is called the present. I'm sorry, the past continuous, okay? The past continuous. And very good. Genesis put, Spider-Man was sleeping in a spider web hammock, okay? It will be sleeping, ing. Very good. So the question now for everybody, and tell me, what were you doing yesterday, okay? One thing you were doing yesterday. And this time, everybody write in the chat, okay? Not a direct message for me, for everybody, okay? For everybody. What were you doing yesterday? One sentence, one activity. I'm going to start. I'm going to put my sentence. And yesterday, what was I doing yesterday? Put it here. Okay, yesterday, the afternoon, I was playing Clue with my family. Okay, we have the power cut. During the power cut, we were playing Clue. Okay, so yesterday afternoon, I was playing Clue with my family. Now, everybody in the chat box, I want to see your sentence. What were you doing yesterday? Okay, I have Jorge. Yesterday, I was in class all day. Okay, let's put it in progressive. Yesterday, I was listening to class all day. Or yesterday, I was taking classes all day. Yeah? Now, Betty, yesterday, I had a very tired day and I worked all day. Yeah, it's okay. The sentence is good. But if we want to make it in progressive, you can say, for example, yesterday evening, I was working all the time. Or I was working all evening yesterday, okay? Or all the afternoon. We can do it like that, okay? To see like the length that it was for a long time, yeah? Then I have, let me see. It says, yesterday I was doing a test of language with lenguaje in the morning, okay? Yesterday I was doing a test of lenguaje in the morning. Yesterday, says Andrea, yesterday morning, I was taking classes in the hospital, okay? Genesis says, yesterday I was studying for an anatomy lesson, very good, okay? Yesterday, we can say yesterday morning, yesterday evening, because it's talking about this use of the past continuous is about a specific time in the past, okay? So we put yesterday morning at 4 p.m. yesterday, like talking about that. Let me see who's missing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there I have Naomi. It says, yesterday I was walking in San Marino with my boyfriend and bought a bag. Okay, don't forget the connector. And I bought a bag. Okay. Oh, good. Good for you. New bag for Naomi. Okay, what else? I'm still missing Eduardo. Let me see. Melanie just came back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's wait for Eduardo and Melanie. One sentence. What were you doing yesterday at some point? Yesterday morning, yesterday. Lizzie, I'm missing Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie, you put it. I'm missing Lizzie. Go ahead, Lizzie. You're not going to be safe. Write a sentence, okay? Everybody has to do it. So, okay, yesterday, what? Yesterday afternoon, I was eating with my dad. Okay, could be. But remember, we're using the continuous, so it has to be at a specific time. Eduardo, yesterday I was watching a movie, okay? At night, okay? Or yesterday night, yesterday evening, I was watching a movie. Okay, so we're just missing Lizzie. Now, this use, okay, yesterday I was in class at the university. Okay, yesterday morning, I was taking classes at the university. Your sentence is okay, it's good. But we are trying to make a sentence like this, okay? In the past continuous. So yesterday we saw this, not yesterday, on Wednesday, we saw this. And the structure of this tense is was and were and the verb with ing, okay? It is used to, okay, thank you, Eduardo. It is used to different things. What we were practicing right now, okay, not yet, here. So when we talk about Spider-Man, we are talking about this use. Okay, let me just highlight it here. Okay, we are talking about to describe what someone was doing at a particular point in the past. Okay, what was a Spider-Man doing yesterday morning, yesterday night, the evening? What were you doing in the morning yesterday, at night, in the evening? To describe what someone is doing or was doing at a particular point in the past, okay? That's one use of this tense. But we also saw on Wednesday that we can talk about parallel actions using while. The part that goes with while will go in past continuous. And I was be like this, parallel actions. While I was washing the dishes, I heard a loud noise. The second part goes in simple past. While I was working, my friend came to my house, okay? While I was working, this person came to my house. It is also used to express one action that was in progress in the past and something that interrupt, okay? And this we're going to practice today as an exercise. The activity that was in progress goes with the present continuous. I keep doing present, the past continuous, okay? Goes with the past continuous or progressive. And the action that interrupted will go in simple past. In this case, it's very usual to have the word when, okay? And the part that says when expresses the interruption, okay? I have here when. So this activity was happening and the when interrupted the activity, okay? So I was driving to work when I crashed my car. I was taking a shower when the earth shook, okay? So there is an interruption of an activity. I was talking to my mom when the doorbell rang, okay? An activity was in progress and another one came to interrupt. The activity that was in progress, the past continuous. The activity that interrupts, the verb in simple past, okay? So that's the other use. And well, there's an extra use that we say that is like to express irritation, yeah? It's just to show that irritation. But we are going to work with some exercises, especially with this part, okay? Not only, but especially in this situation when I have something that was happening and is interrupted. So remember, the part that goes after when, it's going to go in simple past. And the other activity is the one that goes in past continuous. In the case of parallel actions, the part that goes with the while is the one that is going to go in past continuous. And the other part is going to be in simple past, okay? So that's important to identify these two little words there, while and when. Because that's going to help us identify when we use the past continuous and when we use the simple past. So let me erase these. And I brought a little chart here that is going to show the differences, okay, between these two. In the first weeks, when we talk about the present, we also make the difference between the simple present and the present continuous. We said that the simple present is for states, okay, for things that are said, facts. And the present continuous was for activities that happen right now. Same here, we have a difference between using the simple past and using the past continuous. In the case of the past continuous, we talk, the simple past, I'm sorry, we talk about completed actions, habits, past, facts in the past. So it's the same situation that with the present, okay? Simple, simple. Facts in the past, completed actions in the past, things that are finished, okay? Finished in the past. We already saw these also. And in past continuous, what we said, okay? Interrupted actions, a specific time, parallel actions, okay? That's what we use. So we're going to do some exercises now, okay? First, let's do the ones that are in Moodle. And then if we have extra time, I have another exercise right here, okay? So let's go this time to practice in Moodle, okay? I haven't opened the tab yet, okay? But I have it right here. So let me show you. And let's see what you're going to do. So again, let's go little by little. So everybody, by the way, you already have here the videos of the classes, okay? Only the first class, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that I had to record. I thought it was automatic, so I didn't record the first class. But the others are right there. So we are going to go to Unit 2B, right here, 2B. And we're going to go to the part that says grammar, okay? This one, we're going to do it together because actually we already did some of these last class. And we're going to do the 3 activities, okay? 2A, it says 1A, but it should be 1A and 1B, okay? Here we have 2A, 1A, 1B, all the part of grammar. Now, let me explain the exercises and let's do a part together and another part, you do it by yourself. So let me show you. Okay. I have to do a lot of steps. I'm going to put a student view in a moment, so you don't have to see all of this. Okay, so let me open the exercise. And we do this one together because it's just one question. Just one question. Let me share the screen. Okay, here we have it. So this is a little portion of the story. You remember the story of Obama? The picture of Obama? So this is a little portion of this story. It says, when I took this photo, everybody was looking at the TV screens, watching for the election results. Some people were quietly holding hands and smiling. Others were tense and nervous. The question here is, and open your microphones and tell me the answer. These actions, or the actions that are described here, is describing actions that happen at the same time as he took the photo or after he took the photo. What do you think?
Same time.
Same time, everybody? Do you agree? Yes. At the same time. Yeah, so these were parallel actions. It says when, and this is the key. You see this word? When. When I took the photo, all these things were happening, okay? He's describing what he saw at the moment that he took the photo, okay? So it happened at the same time. Now, that's the only thing that you have to answer in this exercise. Let me go back to the other screen. And let's look at the other exercises. So, just a second, I'm going to change to the view of a student so you don't have to see all these steps. Okay. So in the next exercise, in the next part of grammar, we already did this. Here you have the chart that explains the structure and the use of the present, of the past continuous. And this is the next exercise. What do you have to do? You have to complete the sentences with a verb in past continuous. Okay, so let me click here. And here you're going to see it. Okay. For example, here you have an example. I was, the verb is eat, so I didn't answer the phone. Okay, so I was eating dinner, so I didn't answer the phone. I'm going to put the verb in parentheses in past continuous. What was the past continuous? Was and were, and the verb with ing. So Betty, can you do the first one? I took this photo when my wife, it says work. The verb is work.
Working in the garden.
Okay, only working, but we're missing one word.
One work.
Was, no, it's okay. It's okay. Working, it's fine. But it should be, my wife was working. Okay, let's not forget the verb be. So was or were, and then the verb with ing. Okay, let's do another example. Let me see. Lizzie. He met his, it should be his wife, when live.
Were living.
It should be when he, I'm sorry, when he, there's a mistake here. Now put live in past continuous. How do you put live in past continuous?
Was.
Was, he was.
Living.
Living. Okay, in this case, everything is past continuous. Okay, the verbs in past continuous. The next exercise, we are going to decide if we put simple past or past continuous. Now, the next one. Let me see.
I.
Can help me. Who say I?
Melanie.
Okay, Melanie, go ahead. I like that. They, not
they
wait.
were waiting.
Weren't. Because it's
Yeah, porque es not wearing.
exactly. Weren't. Oops.
Waiting.
Waiting. Yeah. Just give me a second because my computer is connected, but it's not receiving the electricity. Okay, just give me a moment so I can plug my computer somewhere else. I'm sorry. I just noticed. Okay, it's solved. So, weren't waiting, that's correct. Let's do one more, and this is a question. Who can make the question? I want to volunteer. Okay. And the next one, Naomi. Andrea is already talking. Go ahead, Andrea.
Was she wearing a cloth when she went out?
Exactly. Was she wearing a coat when she went out? Okay. And now, Naomi, number 5. The sun.
The sun was shining when I left for work.
Okay, what's shining? Shining. You know what is shining? Shining means brillando. Okay, that's to shine. Okay, so number 6, 7, and 8, it's just for you. Okay, you do it. Let me explain the last exercise so then you can do the 3 of them. Let me go back here. And let's see the last exercise. And is here. In this exercise, number 1B, we have to decide. Okay, we have to decide if we need to put the verb in past continuous or if we're going to put the verb in simple past. Okay, so again, we do the first ones together and then you do it by yourself. So let's see. Number 1 says, let's see the example. She arrived when we were having dinner. Oh, this is the opposite. So when, okay, and these are, that's okay, okay? So when, what do you think? I was breaking my arm or I broke my arm when I was playing. I broke my arm, okay? These sentences are a little opposite of the ones that I was showing you. So in this case, think of the concept. I'm sorry. When, what I was doing. Let me see. Eduardo. So I broke my arm. That's correct. When what do you think? When I played or when I was playing football?
I was playing football.
Okay, I was playing football. Okay, now let's go with number 2 is a question. Let's see, Jorge. The first verb is drive. The second verb is stop. One option could be, did you drive fast when the police, or it could be, were you driving fast when the police, and then we have, the police stopped you or was stopping you? Okay, so the first part will be in continuous or in simple past, okay? The options will be, did you drive fast or were you driving fast? What do you think? I'm sorry? Were you driving? Or did you drive?
Did you drive fast.
Did you drive fast when the police stopped you or was stopping you? What do you think?
Stopping.
Stop you. Okay. This part, we are fine. Stop. The police stop you. It's not an action in progress. Now, here, driving is an action in progress or you just drove and that's it? What do you think? Imagine, it's a situation that was happening and was interrupted by the other situation, right? So the situation that was happening is going to go in past continuous. And the one that interrupts goes in simple past. So how would you put the first part? Yes?
Yes.
Were
Driving.
you driving? Okay. So this was happening when the police stop you, interrupt you. Yeah. Now, let's see. Number 3. Is that clear? Questions. The first one, it goes the opposite of the rule. Okay. It could be I broke my arm while I was playing football. Okay. That will be better in the first one. The second one is what I explained. I was driving when the interruption came. The police stopped. Who wants to try number 3? With my help. Don't worry, I help you. Who wants to try number 3? Nobody? Volunteers, volunteers? Okay, Melanie, go ahead. So it says it, the first verb is snow. When we, then we have live. Now, it could be 2 options. It was snowing or it snowed, it's a regular verb, when we were leaving or when we left. What do you think would be the correct way to make this sentence?
It was snowing when we were leaving the pub. ¿Así?
You were leaving or you left?
¿Por qué no podría ser were? O sea, es como plural, ¿no?
No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It is a plural. We, it's plural. But when you leave a place, you leave little by little, or you leave in progress, or you just leave, and it's an immediate action.
Bueno, sería left, entonces.
Exactly. Okay. When we left the pub. Is that clear? Or you may have doubts. Sometimes when we combine the 2 tenses, can get a little bit more complicated. Let me know if you have questions. Let's see some faces.
Bueno, esto no tiene que ver con lo que estamos haciendo, pero Miss, ¿cuándo tenemos el examen? Es que quería ver si es que podía
January.
ser el viernes.
January 5th.
O sea, no es este mes.
No, it's at the end, I think.
O sea, que es un solo examen.
Yes.
Uy, qué feo.
Yeah. And it's
Es
40%.
acumulativo.
That was the 20% that I was. Yeah, it's just one exam, okay?
Pero
But
¿es en línea o...?
It's a set exam. It's set. Okay, it's not an exam that I create. It's an exam that is already created. But after we finish every 2 units, we make a review and we're going to make some activities. So you have those 2 units set. Yeah, but we can talk about that later. Okay.
Okay, es que yo pensé que ya era pronto.
No, not yet. Don't worry. I will tell you ahead of time and we're going to review before the test. Okay, let's see. Number 4. Betty, are you ready? Number 4. It says, here we don't have any when. We have to understand the meaning. It says, I not see, okay, the match, because I work. So you have to put one in past continuous and the other one in simple past. Which one do you think will go here? Past continuous or simple past? The verb is not see, not see. Yes, Andrea, question.
The first is simple
No,
past.
wait, Betty. Yes, it is simple past, the first one. I asked Betty, but it's okay, Andrea. Okay, Andrea did the first part, simple past. What about the second part, Betty? So simple past will be, I didn't see the match. Because what do you think, Betty? The verb is work.
Me preguntó a mi teacher.
Yes, Betty. The verb is work. Okay. It's I didn't see the match because I work. You say I work or I was working. What do you think?
Working.
I was working. Yes. I didn't see the match because I was working. Now, number 5, number 6, and number 7, it's for you to do. Okay. Remember, when it's an activity that is in progress, I'm going to use the past continuous. When it's an activity that is finished or is something immediate, I'm going to use the simple past. When I have an activity that was happening and another activity interrupted, the activity that was happening goes in past continuous. And the activity that interrupts is going to go in simple past. Okay, so here we have the verb call, regular verb, talk, regular verb, study, regular, meet. The past is met if you need it. I don't know, it will be meeting or met. Live, regular verb, have in past, had, okay, or having if it's the past continuous. Okay, so let's take a few minutes to complete these 3 exercises. My time is over. I'm going to get a 0. Okay, time's up for me. Yeah, don't look to the answers. Let me go here. Okay, don't look at the answers. So let's do the 3 exercises. The 3 exercises in grammar. Okay, so you go here. Again, it will be unit 2B. And we have grammar. Yes, who says it?
Miss, en el ejercicio que estábamos haciendo en la 2, usted puso que era stop. Yo le pongo stop y me la puse que estaba mal.
Okay, I always check, Jorge. If something is incorrect, even if I made a mistake, I'm going to check it, okay? And I will see if it's correct. Don't worry. Do your best. I always check again because sometimes it's just one letter or an apostrophe that would change things. Should be stopped with ed.
Yes. Stop.
Or let me see, if it is a question and it says did, it may be a stop with nothing. Okay, so I don't remember how was the sentence. Okay, but pay attention to the structure of the sentence. Yes.
Miss, son esas 3 actividades que están siguiendo en pantalla, ¿verdad?
Exactly, yes. Okay, just finish. We did part of it, just finish it. Do those activities and then we're going to move on to another activity. Okay, another exercise.
Mil disculpas, estoy con mi internet que se corta. Eso debemos hacerlo ahora a las 3.
Yes, just finish the 3 activities, okay? It's just what we already made.
Mis disculpen, ¿qué unidad es eso?
Unit 2B, right here. 2B, the story behind the photo. And you go to part 2, that it's grammar. And there you have the 3 exercises, okay? Hello, Dariek. What happened? You're very late. Okay, still here, but remember, be on time. Okay. Okay, let's take just a couple of more minutes. Let me check that everybody finished. Eduardo, are you having any problems working? I don't see your answers. Let's see the next one. Okay, let's take one more minute, okay? One more minute for people that are still working. That is just here, I think just Naomi, and I think Melanie is still working on the other exercise. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute is finished. Yes.
Una pregunta. Había que hacer el... Ay, se me fue. El que era, el primerito que era una sola respuesta, ¿no?
Ajá.
Ya, ese y de ahí el Grammar Bank 1A y el 1B, ¿verdad?
Exactly, yes.
Solo eso.
Yeah, that's it. Okay,
Ah,
so
ya.
it should be finished. So let's now go to another type of activity. Okay, let me move here. Oh, and we are going to work with, in my opinion, these are the often confused prepositions, okay? Last time we talked about prepositions of place, remember? Up, down, under, well, that will be movement, under, over, on, in, yeah? We talk about different types of prepositions. Today, we're going to talk about other prepositions, but before we go to like all the variety that we're going to see today, I want us to talk about 3 prepositions that are usually confused, okay? Usually, we get confused with these prepositions. And they are in, on, and at. When I saw this pyramid, this was like the best way to understand it, okay? Because in this case, these prepositions, at, on, and in, they could be talking about time, or they could be talking about place. Same prepositions. You see here, place, at, on, in. Prepositions of time, at, on, in. Okay? They can talk about time, and they can talk about place. Let's start with time. Why do we have a pyramid or this triangle right here? Because it shows that in is used for longer periods of time. Periods of time that are longer than 1 day. So for example, I'm going to say in January, in 2023, in 3 weeks, in a month, okay? In the 20th century. I'm talking of periods of time that are longer than 1 day, yeah? Longer than 24 hours. Then, when I go to on, I'm talking about periods of time of 24 hours. So I could say, on Monday, on Tuesday, on New Year's Eve, on October 25th, a specific day of the month. So when I have only the month, I say in. I say in October. But when I have the month and the day, I'm going to say on October 11th. Okay? Just the month in. The month and the day on. So if I ask you, when's your birthday? In my case, I'm going to say my birthday is on August 28th. Yeah? On, month, and day. Or I could say, hey, my birthday is in August. I'm not telling you the day. So in is a longer period of time. On, when it is the time of a day. And at, when it's like hours and a specific time. For example, at what time is the movie? At 5 p.m. Okay? At noon. At midnight. Specific hours. Noon means mediodía. Midnight, medianoche. So it's a specific time. So I'm going to say at. Yeah? Now, there is one exception. For example, here, I'm going to say in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, but I will say at night, okay? And that at night is my exception. So these are common phrases. Let me put them here. I say, oops, like the Spider-Man that we saw at the beginning. In the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, at night. Okay, so these expressions, we're going to use them like that. Okay, there are others. In your Moodle platform, you have different examples, okay, with these 3 prepositions that are often confused. There are other words that also show time. But first, let's check that one. Now, questions. Questions, comments, any maybe expression that is not here.
Teacher, fechas especiales entra también lo que son cumpleaños.
Yeah. Okay,
Sí.
for example, Christmas, yes. When we have, it's the length, okay? For example, I could say at Christmas celebration, okay? It's like on a specific day, but I could say on Christmas, referring to the day of Christmas, okay? Or I could say in Christmas season. I'm talking about the whole season. So it depends on if you're talking on a specific day, that would be on Christmas Eve, for example, or on New Year's Eve. Here you have, it's Christmas, it's New Year's. On Thanksgiving, that it's only one day, we use on for the duration of the day. Yeah. If we're talking about time, let's say at Christmas time. So there are some expressions that the expression is going to change that. Any other question? Oh, now let's see when these 3 prepositions are not talking about time, but they are talking about the place, okay? When we are talking about place. And the difference is similar. Let me clear this and let's go to place. We have the same prepositions, at, on, in. Again, in this case, will be a general thing, okay? In New York, in England, in Chinatown. We're talking about a big place. We're talking about a country, a city, a neighborhood, okay? So big places. On could be talking about streets or avenues. For example, on the corner, on Oxford Street. And we're talking about locations here. And at is a specific location. For example, here, I have the number and I have the street. So this address is going to take me to one specific place. In that case, I use at. So in bigger places like cities, countries, yeah. On smaller places or more specific, like a street, and at will be a specific location, like at my house, okay? At the library, at the store, at 715 Oxford Street. That takes me to one specific location, yeah? So that is the difference when we talk about place. So again, this graphic is very, it shows a lot because it shows that goes from bigger to a smaller. Okay, bigger, in, on, at. Now, I have other types of places. For example, when I'm talking about the counter of the kitchen where you prepare the food, I say on the counter, okay? And because it's a surface. So like the prepositions that we saw before, when we're talking about putting something on a surface, we say on. And when we talk about closed places, like the box, remember that we say the cat is in the box? That also applies for in the car, in the kitchen, in the train, well, in the bus stop, yeah? But we say on the plane, on the train, because they're bigger transportations, okay? But in general, it goes from bigger to more specific, from a wider place to a very specific place with at, yeah? In the exercises that we're going to see other words, and I'm going to be explaining them through the exercises. But what I want you to see first is these three. Very often confused, okay? When we speak, very often confused. We say in, on, at, like that. So we have to start understanding when we use one and when we use the other. Questions about this? Okay, like always, I will send you the slides so you can review with these graphics, but you also have it in your platform. So let me show you what you have. There's a different graphic here. And I'm just going to show you. And then we're going to work with prepositions, okay? With some vocabulary. But, sorry. Here at the end of this unit, you have, okay, a file, a resource that talks about prepositions of time and place. So you see surfaces on the table, on the carpet, on the counter, okay, when it talks about the floor, okay, public transportation, okay. So you have some other specific things here. At a point, okay, so you have here other specific things. So you have prepositions of place and prepositions of time. Same information, just a little bit more. I prefer the pyramid because it let me know that goes from bigger to smaller, okay? Or from more general to more specific. But you also have here for specific things. Like you were saying, holidays, okay? You go at here, but we also say on Christmas Day. You see? On Christmas Day, just one day. But when we are talking about like the holiday, you say at Christmas. Yeah, so it depends in that case. So this information is right there, okay? It's in your platform for you to review. Now, questions. Questions, people, let me know. No more questions? Okay, this is our vocabulary of the day. So you have some activities here, okay? And I'm going to help you with these activities because this is to review, okay? It's vocabulary to review. So we're going to see which preposition we use for a specific expressions, okay? Just let me get something. I'm sorry, I had to move from place because I think the power cut fried my outlet of electricity. I had to look for another one. So let's see if we can apply, okay, what we saw of this part. Let me go again to a student mode so we can see it together. No questions? Everybody is very quiet. Let me know. Let me know if you have any questions. So let's look at these expressions, okay? Anybody, just open your microphone and tell me, what do you think? In this part, are we going to use in, on, or at? Okay, let's see. When I have a date, for example, November 4th or 4th of November, what do you think we use? In, on, or at? If you know the answer, turn on your microphone. Betty.
In,
In October, in November 4th, a date. When you have the month and the day, what do you use? The month and the day. You see, one day, one
On.
specific day.
On.
On, yes, okay. In this case, it's on. If we only have the month in November, but when we have the month and the day, we say on November, on the 4th of November. Now, when I have a specific time, like 11 o'clock, what do I use?
at,
At, yes, very good. I like that. People, go ahead, encourage everybody. Now, I give you this. I say morning, the afternoon, the evening.
in,
Okay, in, let's see, Genesis in, yes, very good. In the morning, remember, there's an exception here, and the exception is night. We don't say in the night, we say at night. Why? Can somebody imagine why? Why we say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but we say at night? Somebody has any idea? What do you think? No idea? It's because when we talk night, we are talking about almost the hour when you're going to sleep. The evening, all the hours that are dark, okay? But when we say at night, we're talking about the time that I'm almost going to sleep, okay? That will be the night. So it's a very, very specific time. So that will be our exception there. And now we have a room or a building, okay? I have an enclosed space, okay? Something that is closed. What do I use? At, in, or on?
In.
In, Betty says in, Genesis says in. Betty and Genesis like to answer at the same time. Very good. And correct, both of you. In, Jorge, in, yes. Okay, we're talking about an enclosed space that will be in. So again, dates on, when we are talking about the month and the day. When we're talking about a specific time in your watch, at. When we're using the expressions morning, afternoon, or evening, in. And when we're talking about a room, a place that is enclosed by the four walls, we use in. Okay? Yes, yes, people? So just finish that. And that's it. Now, let's see the other group of words. This is vocabulary. Well, grammar vocabulary. That is expressions that we're going to learn. The other one is which expressions you use with this. And this is also in the reading text, but we have already said. So when we talk about a month, November, October, January, March, what do we use? Open your microphones quickly. A month, just the month.
In.
In, yes, in. Very good, okay? Just the month, in. Now, when we are talking about the weekend, we didn't tell that expression. But what do you think? Give it a guess. We're talking about the weekend.
In.
In, it looks like in. It's like, by logic, should be in because it's more than 24 hours, right? But for this expression, the weekend, we are going to use at, okay? At the weekend. So that's an expression that we need to learn. When we have the weekend, we use at, okay? It's more than 24 hours, but we are going to use at. It's like a specific time of the week. And finally, we have another for place. And this is a specific place. It's my house, home, the place where I work, the school. When I'm talking about a specific place, what do I use? A specific place. One house, one building. At, yes. Okay, very good. At, okay? At, because it takes me like the address. What's the address of my house? This number 6. My house is number 6. I go to my house at, yeah, a specific place. So when we have a month, we use in. When we have the weekend, the expression the weekend, at. And when we are talking about one building, just one specific building, we use at. Yeah, we use at. Now, why not in? Why not in? Yeah, because somebody said in. Yeah, it is an enclosed space also, yeah? But we use in like for rooms. For example, the kitchen, the bedroom, something that is really like enclosed. But when we are talking about one building, like, I don't know how to express it, but one spot in the street, okay, when I'm getting there, that will be at, okay? And a specific location, that would be the best way to say. When I'm talking about a specific location, I'm going to use at, okay? Like for an address, my home, my work, I'm going to use that. Okay? Questions so far? Questions. Okay, so write down this vocabulary so you can also practice later. Okay, and we're going to do one more activity, and this will be a longer one, yeah? And we're going to see a few more prepositions, okay? So let me go back. And here we're going to learn a few more words, okay? A few more prepositions. Let me go to that part. And here you have more words. We have in, on, and at also, okay? But we're going to have for, to, of, and about, okay? Those are 4 more prepositions. For, to, of, and about, yeah? Now, when do I use to? I use to show like movement, okay? To is something that I'm going like towards something. It shows movement, like going from point A to point B, okay? For example, I'm going to the party, okay? To the party. After work, I'm going to my house. It's like it shows the movement from one place like to the other, okay? That's to. Now, when I use for, I'm talking about purpose, okay? I don't know, let me think of a sentence. I use these scissors for the chicken, okay? The purpose of my scissors is to cut the chicken. There are some scissors for chicken, right? So I use these scissors for the chicken. So it's the purpose, okay? It shows like the use of something. Yeah. Then we have of, and of shows like where it comes from, or it can also show like a relationship between one thing and the other. Okay. Please give me a glass of water. Okay, it's a relationship. There's water in the glass. Okay, a glass of water. What else? Let me think of another example. I have this or this concert or this CD of the CD of, what was your favorite band? Of Hombres G. Okay, the CD of Hombres G. So like there's a relationship, that's a property. And when we have about, for example, let's talk about the next activity that we have, okay? We're talking about something, okay? We are working, no, not, it's usually talking about these. Let me see another example that I have around here. Yeah, it's usually that. Let me think. It slips out of my mind. Let's talk about the project. Let's tell your family about your boyfriend, okay? So it's about something or about someone, okay? So let's give it a try. Because some of these words, if we translate them, okay? If we use the translation, it could even be the same word in Spanish, but in English, it changes. So let me see if we could work with this together. Number one, itati. Number one, I arrived Paris on Friday night. We're talking about a country.
At.
Country?
Country.
Mm-hmm. When you talk about, well, not a country, a city, a country, a neighborhood, what do we use?
In.
In Paris, yeah, we use in. So I arrived in Paris on Friday night. Number two, let me see, Andrea. I was very tired when I arrived the hotel. At the hotel, yes, a specific location. At, excellent. Number three, let's see, Lizzie, number three. I hate waiting people who are late. What do you think? Waiting. We have these options here. Of, about, on, in, for, at, to.
On.
You wait. Two people is like, to remember that two is movement. Okay, like I go to the people. Any other that sounds much better?
About.
About people? I wait about. Okay, I hate waiting about people who are late. Can somebody help Lizzie, maybe? You have another option? It's not about. Let's give it another try. Which one sounds better to you? It's a little bit for purpose. Why are you waiting? You have like a purpose. Which one shows purpose? I said that one of these talks about purpose. For people. Okay, I'm waiting for the people. Like the purpose of my waiting is the people. Yeah, so I show purpose. I hate waiting for people who are late. Melanie, number 4. What are you going to do the weekend? We already talked about that one.
On the weekend.
Do we say on the weekend?
No.
Somebody remembers?
At the weekend.
At the weekend. At the weekend. Okay. At the weekend. Very good. Now, the next one, Genesis. I don't know. It depends. And this is an expression. Depends goes with one specific preposition. What do you think, Genesis? Put it in the chat box. Yes. Depends of, depend about, depend on, depend in, depend for, depend at, depend to. What would you put? No idea? Genesis, chat box. In listen, not in. It doesn't depend in. Let's take away the in. Depends. Of, says Eduardo. No. Give it another try. Of it's well, it has a relationship, but in that case, it's not. No, at. I help you, okay? Depend on. Depend on. Depend goes with on. Okay, I depend on you. I depend on my family. It depends on the weather in this case. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, but I really don't agree with you. I ask. Okay, let's imagine you're in a restaurant. And it says, I ask, and that will go for Betty. I ask a chicken sandwich. What do you think?
At.
In this case, it's not preposition of place. It's not in, on, or at. It will be between of, about, or for, or to. What did you ask?
About.
I asked about a chicken sandwich, but this is tuna. Is it correct? Do you think it sounds right? Let's go this time. Somebody has yes. Lizzie, you just write that. And yes, it's correct in that case. Okay. It's for, I asked for a tuna sandwich. Like that was my purpose. I'm sorry. Something is happening. It doesn't let me write at this moment. Okay, there you go. Okay. I asked for a chicken sandwich. Okay. Again, we're talking about purpose, but this is tuna. Number 7, let's try Naomi. Let's invite Debbie and team. I'm going to lose the time. Okay, let's go quickly. What?
At
Okay, let's
Yeah.
ask them.
at the party.
At the party? Not, oh, I cannot try. Okay, not at the party. What do you think it could be?
In the party.
I'm going the party. Which preposition shows movement? Somebody remember? That shows that you move from one place to another.
Of.
You're going to the party, okay? The location, to the party.
To.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like-
go to the
like
party.
to the party.
Exactly, that would be the expression. I'm going to a meeting. I'm going to a party. Let's meet. If you say let's meet, then we could say at the party, okay? Let's meet, yes, at the party. But I invite to the party. Okay, we're going to try it, but I'm going just to
¿Y
show.
por qué le salió 4? ¿Qué por la?
Because I didn't finish. I didn't have time. So let me see. Oh, there are no, the answers are there. Well, to the party. I don't want to show you the answers, okay? I don't want to
comparta.
So let me return to my role and we're going to finish that part. It's important to learn these expressions because again, these prepositions are the prepositions that are usually confused by people, okay? They're usually confused. So it's important to learn these expressions. I'm going to now show it in a different way, okay? Let me share the screen and we can finish. We're going to do together the answers, but I don't want to tell you the answers. So let me share the exercise. Okay, so we were with Naomi into the party. Number 8, Jorge, who's going to pay the meal? What do you think? Who's going to pay in the meal, on the meal, to the meal, for the meal, about the meal? What do you think? The meal is what you eat.
At.
You pay at the meal. Is the meal a location? Remember, we use at for location and for time.
On.
Lizzie, you're doing fine, okay? It's not off, it's for, okay? I pay for the meal, okay? I pay for. Now, number 9, I need to speak, and that will go, Eduardo, number 9. I need to speak, Martin, about the meeting. What do you think, Eduardo? Number 9.
About.
I need to speak about Martin.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak about the meeting, but it's not about. Pick another one. Okay, you can help Eduardo through the chat. If you think of another answer, you can put it in the chat box. Okay, no at.
To.
Remember, at is for location. To, okay? I'm going to speak to Martin. In, at, and on are only for place and location. Martin is not a place and it's not a time, okay? It's not a place, it's not a time. We cannot use that. To is the correct answer. Dariek, number 10. I don't spend much money. Oh, well, this tell me. Okay, much money. And we have something that is like a place in this case.
For
For food, on food. Okay. In this case, it will be on food. It's like the place where I put my money in this case. Okay, the situation. Now, number 11. Anybody could answer with answer through the chat, okay? Because already everybody answered one. So number 11, put in the chat. Are you going to write him soon? Let me see. Put it in the chat. What do you think? Are you going to write? Yes, very good. Very good. Very good, everybody. To, okay? I'm going to write to him soon. Number 12, don't worry, the exam, it isn't very hard. I worry in, I worry for, I worry to, I worry about. What would be something that I could worry? Let's see, put it in the chat box, okay? Put what you think. We're doing this together. About says Genesis, yes, Genesis, correct, okay? About the exam. Don't worry about the exam. Now, number 13, she fell. Ah, that one everybody knows, right? Everybody knows that one. She fell in love, okay? That's the expression. I fell in love, okay? That's our expression. Number 14, you're not listening. What are you thinking? Yes, okay, yes. What are you thinking about? Okay, what are you thinking about? That will be the correct one. And the last one, What do you think, Shakira? Yes, Genesis is doing good. Okay. What do you think of Shakira? This expression, I think of. Okay. What do you think of Shakira? Yeah. And these are our
Sorry.
answers right here.
Right.
Now,
Right.
think about,
Answers.
sorry?
Can you write the other answers? Because
Okay. I can. And before the class ends, I'm going to show you a little chart that you can take a picture on the the use of for, to, and there was the other one, off. Okay, for, to, and off that I have. Let me see. Okay, we'll be here at the hotel, waiting for people to do at the weekend, on the weather, ask for a chicken sandwich, invite team to the party. Okay, those are the correct answers. Okay, so complete the vocabulary exercises. I'll give you maybe 3 more minutes because we already have all the answers. Complete the vocabulary exercises while I search for the chart so you can have it. Okay, just give me a second. I just have it on another presentation. So you can check there complete the answers of the vocabulary, and these expressions are for you to review. Okay, so you can review. Just give me a second. Where is
Miss, ya hay que hacer ahorita.
Yes, right now.
Vaya, ¿qué unidad?
It's in where we were.
En el 2B.
Yes.
En el que dice which preposition.
Yeah, all the
Y
part
el
of
3B
vocabulary.
también.
Yes, all vocabulary, all the vocabulary part. Okay,
Hasta
this is what I
vocabulary
was
va.
saying. Vocabulary, yes, all the vocabulary. Okay, if you want.
O sea, son 3.
Yes, the 3 things that we just
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
We just did. Here on the screen, you have the use of for, of, and to. Okay, here it says for tells the reason or the purpose of something. That's why we say we ask for, okay, my reason or my purpose. Of shows a connection or belonging. And to talks about movement, okay, movement. Moving towards means moverse hacia, okay? So that's the meaning of these 3 prepositions. So if you want, take a screenshot, but I'm going to put them in the slides and I will send this to you in the group, okay, in the WhatsApp group. So you can also have this part of for, of, and to. Any questions, people? Questions? Let me know, okay? These are for sure the most often confused prepositions, in my opinion, okay? It's something that people usually make mistakes, especially when speaking. Okay, so I'm going to add it here to our presentation, and I send this to you at the end of of the class. Okay, so you have there the use of in, at, and on as time, for place, and the use of for, of, and to. Okay, the ones that you have seen. So, questions. Okay, so we're going to have a little break here with you, Betty, because you were missing the first activity. So while people finish, I want you to do your activity of speaking, okay? The speaking challenge, and then we're going to work with listening. So let me open here, and we are ready. Betty, did you understand the activity? The speaking challenge? Did you understand, Betty, the activity at the beginning that you couldn't do because you were in the car?
Ya, me dice que para hacer la actividad que no la
Yes.
había hecho.
Yeah, let's do it now as a break, okay? And then we do listening. So, what are you going to do? There's a topic. Try to talk about the topic, okay? Try to get to 1 minute. Are you ready, Betty? Or you're still doing the exercise? Let me know. You tell me when you're ready, okay? The rest of the people, keep finishing your exercises.
Teacher, tengo sobre
Yep.
las mascotas.
No, when you're ready. Are you ready now? Yes? ¿Ya está lista? Yep. Okay, so let's check the top. Okay, we have seen this, too much of this topic. Let's change it. And this one. Okay, my city, that's a different topic. So, Betty, tell me about your city and try to speak for 1 minute. And then we go with Dariek, that hasn't done the activity either, not yet. Okay, so Betty, ready? Think about your city. 1, 2, and 3.
My city is Azogues. It's very beautiful and friendly. No sé cómo se dice, tiene muchos.
It has.
It has lugares beautiful.
Beautiful places.
Beautiful places.
For example?
Por ejemplo, Izhuapan.
Okay.
Es, no sé cómo se dice, senderos. Tiene muchos senderos.
It has a lot of path, P-A-T-H, paths. Okay, like walking paths.
Que son beautiful y rodeados de naturaleza, que no sé cómo se dice.
And surrounded by nature. You can say, and it has many trees, and it has many flowers, okay? When we don't remember a word, we can use other words that we have and explain, okay? Okay, first time we do this activity. Now, Dariek, can you do the same? Are you ready, Dariek? Let me know. I see a lot. Okay, what do? We have a random topic and you talk about that for 1 minute. Ready? Okay. Your topic, okay, your topic is hobbies, your hobbies, okay? Take a time to think and ready? Yes?
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. Tell me about hobbies.
My hobbies is reading the book and play soccer for my friends. And with my family is play in the house or on the table.
Okay, continue. Try to get to 1 minute. What else? What else do you do?
I'm walking there in the park and and eating fruits or cooking. For fruits, an example is my hobby is cooking for cooks and ¿cómo se dice postre?
Desserts?
Desserts.
Okay, so you like cooking cookies and desserts?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to contact Melanie that also likes cooking and desserts. Okay, so we finished with the people that couldn't do the activity before. And now we're going to our last part, and we are going to work with listening, okay? Again, we are with famous pictures. This time, this is the famous picture. And it says the image that cost a fortune, okay? So let's see what is this story about, okay? It's the image that cost a fortune. So first we're going to read, and then we're going to see what happened next. So here we have a girl, she's holding a flag. There's a lot of people there like screaming. And let's see, can somebody guess in which part of the world this happened? Can somebody imagine? Tell me, which part of the world do you think is this? Any guesses? Let me see. No, Jorge, what do you think? Guess. Try to guess. Which part of the world is here? Oh, I think Jorge.
Alemania.
Germany? Could be. Okay, somebody thinks something different. I don't know. Lizzie, Genesis, Eduardo. Remember your cameras, please, people. Dariek. Which part of the world? Any idea?
In Francia.
Yes, very good, Betty, you guess, okay? Yeah, it happened in France, okay? It happened in France. So, let me read it for you. And then we're going to listen to the rest of the story, okay? The first part we read, the second part we listen. So it says, Caroline de Bendern was born in 1940. She was the granddaughter of Count Maurice de Bendern, a rich aristocrat who owned a lot of property in Paris and Monaco. Although he had other grandchildren, the Count decided to leave all his money to Caroline. I never knew why, says Caroline. Perhaps because I was pretty. He paid for her to go to very expensive schools in England, and he hoped that she would marry well, perhaps a member of the European royal family. But Caroline was a rebel. She went to New York and worked there for a short time as a model. Then, in 1968, when she was 28 years old, she returned to Paris, okay? So here we have a girl, her name was Caroline. She was the granddaughter of a very rich person, and this grandfather decided that he will give all his money and all his things to her granddaughter, Caroline. She went to study to England, to different schools, but when she didn't go, after that, she rebelled and she go to New York. She became a model, but then in 1968, she returned to Paris. Now, what happened? Okay, let's see what, well, not going to see, we're going to listen. Now, out of this story, do you have any word that you would like to know the definition, some word that you don't really understand, or is the story clear? Let me see, Eduardo, is this story okay for you? Are you clear until here? Let me know. Yes, Eduardo, are you there? Are you there, Eduardo? Yes. Okay, I'm going to see. Let me see who else I cannot see. Dariek, what do you think? Okay, I have a reply in the chat box. Okay. What do you think, Dariek? Is it clear, the story?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened when she returned to Paris? We're going to listen. Oh, let's not go there yet. What happened? What happened when she returned to Paris? Remember the name of the picture. It was a picture that cost a fortune. So she returned to Paris, and this is what happened. Okay, so let's listen. I'm sorry, not this one, and this one. So let's listen. At the beginning, it talks in French. Don't worry. Okay, at the beginning, you're not going to understand. It talks in French. So let's listen.
1.44. En mai 1968, je suis rentrée à Paris.
In May 1968, I came back to Paris. It was a very exciting time. There were a lot of demonstrations and fighting between students and the police. I wasn't really interested in politics. I wasn't a communist or an anarchist, but I loved the atmosphere. All the students were fighting for freedom, for revolution, and the French police were everywhere. On May the 15th, I was with thousands of other young people. We were walking towards the Place de la Bastille. I was tired, so a friend picked me up, and I sat on his shoulders. Another boy, who was walking next to us, was carrying a Vietnamese flag. It was the time of the Vietnam War, and he said to me, "Hey, could you carry the flag for me?" And I said, "Okay." There was so much happening that I didn't notice all the photographers. The next day, the photo was on the cover of magazines all over the world. When my grandfather saw it, he immediately ordered me to come to his house. He was furious, really, really angry. He said, "That's it, you're a communist. I'm not going to leave you anything, not a penny." I walked out of the room, and I never saw him again. 6 months later, he died, and I didn't get any money from him. Nothing.
Okay, so let's remember, in the reading, it says that the grandfather was going to leave Caroline all his money. She was a little rebel. She went to New York, became a model. When she come back, this is what happened. So we're going to listen one more time, and then I want some people to tell me what happened. Okay, let's listen again.
1.44. En mai 1968, je suis rentrée à Paris.
In May 1968, I came back to Paris. It was a very exciting time. There were a lot of demonstrations and fighting between students and the police. I wasn't really interested in politics. I wasn't a communist or an anarchist, but I loved the atmosphere. All the students were fighting for freedom, for revolution, and the French police were everywhere. On May the 15th, I was with thousands of other young people. We were walking towards the Place de la Bastille. I was tired, so a friend picked me up, and I sat on his shoulders. Another boy, who was walking next to us, was carrying a Vietnamese flag. It was the time of the Vietnam War, and he said to me, "Hey, could you carry the flag for me?" And I said, "Okay." There was so much happening that I didn't notice all the photographers. The next day, the photo was on the cover of magazines all over the world. When my grandfather saw it, he immediately ordered me to come to his house. He was furious, really, really angry. He said, "That's it, you're a communist. I'm not going to leave you anything, not a penny." I walked out of the room, and I never saw him again. 6 months later, he died, and I didn't get any money from him. Nothing.
Okay, so Itati, what happened? What happened in this picture? Why this picture is called the image that cost a fortune? Do you understand?
Moment.
So, okay, tell me what you understand.
He come back, regresó, ¿no?
He came back.
Came back to Paris in the middle of the revolution of the students.
Mhm.
And in the revolution, one student says to Caroline,
He told Caroline.
carry the flag for 1 minute.
Mhm.
And ahí pasó lo de la foto.
And then they took the picture, right?
I took the picture. And her father saw this picture.
The grandfather.
The grandfather. Y ahí, más o menos.
Okay, and what happened? What happened when he saw the picture?
He was very angry.
He was very angry. Somebody can tell me, besides Itati, why was the grandfather angry? Why he was angry?
Because he thought that she was a communist.
A communist, okay? He thought that she was a communist. And somebody else told me what happened at the end. The grandfather was angry. He thought that she was a communist. What was the consequence of this photo? What was the effect of the photo? Somebody can tell me? Why is this called the image that cost a fortune? What happened at the end? Let me see. I don't know. Naomi, can you tell me? What happened at the end? It happened, the picture, the grandfather saw the picture, he got really angry because he thought that she was a communist. And what happened? What did the grandfather did? What did he do at the end? I'm sorry. What did he do at the end? Yes, Naomi? Or no idea? Or Lizzie, what do you think? Or Melanie? Genesis? Or Eduardo? Or Dariek? Tell me. Or Betty? What happened at the end? What did the grandfather do to Caroline?
I didn't give him anything.
Didn't. Yes, Betty?
He
didn't give money, any
for
money.
6 months.
He said, no money for you, right? And then he?
I come on and hint him for 6 months.
She didn't see him for 6 months. Then he died and he fulfilled his promise. He didn't give her any money, okay? Because of the mistake of the photo, because she didn't want, she wasn't a communist. She wasn't a communist. It was just for the picture. So imagine that. So that's the image that cost a fortune. So to finish today, okay, we're going to do this listening exercise. And this is our last exercise of the day. What is the exercise about? You're going to listen again by yourself to this story, and you're going to answer some questions. Let me just show you. There are only 4 questions and you have options. Let me show the screen just a second. Where is it? Right here. So here you have the audio again. So you listen to the audio and you see, you choose the correct option, okay? This activity, you do it by yourself. Very simple. Listen as many times as you need and answer these 5 questions. And this is our last activity today. Before we leave, you finish that, we check, and then I'm going to remind you what was the video activity, okay, that you have to do this week and answer any questions. So right now, do that exercise. Where do I find the exercise? That's always the question, so let me show you. Where do I find the exercise? The exercise is right here. You go again, Unit 2B, and all the way down. Oops. Unit 2B, go down to the part that says listening. Okay, and here you have the exercise 5D. Okay, so that's the last thing that you're going to do today. Okay, then I'm going to explain just for some people maybe that were not here. I think Lizzie was not here last time. The activity that you have to do. So 5D. Okay, I'm going to be here waiting for your answers.
Mi se refiere la actividad del video del viaje.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ah, yeah.
Yes, Melanie. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's do the listening, okay? Let's see, I already have Andrea there. What about the rest of you? Go to the exercise. More. Okay, there's still people that haven't entered the exercise. Okay, let's do all of you do the exercise, please. Okay, very good, Andrea. And so you finished and it was all of it correct. So congratulations. Okay, also very good, Melanie. Congratulations. Eduardo finished. That's okay. Itati, excellent. Okay, very good. Very good. If you are already clear with the activity, and I don't know if you have any questions, you may go. Okay, people that are finished. That will be Melanie,
Okay.
Eduardo, and Itati. Okay, so if you finish, you can go. We just have 5 more minutes, but that's the last activity. Do you have any questions? Itati, Melanie, Eduardo? Are you clear with the activity? The video has to be uploaded by Tuesday, okay? Tuesday is the last chance, the due date for the video, okay? So if you don't have any questions about that, you are free to go. Okay, also have Betty, very good, Betty, you got a 10, excellent, okay? Any questions about the activity, Betty, of the video? Or it's clear?
Sí, había que hablar sobre lo que habíamos hecho en unas vacaciones, ¿verdad?
Yeah, that's it. Until Tuesday. Dariek, same thing. Very good, Dariek. Are you okay with the activity? That's for Tuesday. Any questions, Dariek? Or is it clear? No? Okay, no questions. Remember, until Tuesday. Let me see who else is finished. Okay, okay. Okay, so I'm just... Also, Naomi finished. Very good, Naomi. Any questions about the assignment of the video, or it's clear what you have to do?
It's clear.
Okay, okay, so then you can go. Okay, I stay with Lizzie because I have to explain it to Lizzie, and I'm waiting for Lizzie and Genesis to finish the activity. Okay, if you are finished and you need to go, you may go now. Okay, if you want to listen to the explanation again, you could stay also. Okay, but I'm going to explain again for Lizzie. So bye-bye for people that have to go out. Bye-bye. Have an excellent day and weekend. Any questions? No? Okay, so let me say goodbye. So bye-bye, Betty. You may go now. That's the end of today. Bye, Naomi. Bye-bye, Eduardo. Okay, have an excellent weekend. And bye-bye, Dariek. Okay, so I stay with Genesis and Lizzie. The rest of you may go. And Lizzie left. Okay, Genesis, any questions? Do we have questions? Are you clear with the video homework? I'm going to stop sharing now. Okay, you can try to, let's keep practicing, okay? Any questions, Genesis? Let me know. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, remember the video you need to upload it on Tuesday, okay? On Tuesday, that's the last opportunity. If you have any questions about the video, text me, okay? Send me a text and I can help you. So that will be it for today. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. See you. Bye-bye.